What's up, guys? It's KODA Boy. Today I'm going to introduce you to a series that we're going to call KODA-TALKs. Excuse my room, it's kind of messy. But basically what a KODA-TALK is just, some of my insight from being a human for like 19 years and stuff. We have a visitor today. We have a guest speaker. Her name is Nakey. She's a cat. So, guest speaker, Nakey.
My name is Nakey.
Anyways, yeah, I'm watching my girlfriend, friends, dog. Anyways, KODA-TALKs, it's just gonna be a little sit down. I'm gonna try to keep it brief, like under 5 minutes, because I know that my attention span isn't that long, so I'm assuming that other people's wouldn't be as long either. Today's talk is about letting go. This is definitely one of the hardest things that I've had to do. It's more of an emotional, spiritual intensity. It's kind of crazy, actually. When you're attached to something in this material world we call Earth, the material world, the things that we perceive with our 5 senses, sight, sound, touch, scent, and the other one. As we get attached to things, the energy with that thing, it enters us as a being, It enters our energy and it entangles it, if you may. It entangles with it. So, let's say this is a pendulum. The Buddhists teach it like this. This is an object. So, I'm gonna make you go outside. Do not eat that. So, this is the object that No. This is the object that you are attached to, right? Let's say you like it, you love this thing, you love it, and you grab onto it. No matter how close to you pull it, one day you're gonna pull it so close that it's gonna go back. It's gonna go away, and it's gonna go the same distance from how much you pulled it. See, it's gonna go the same distance outward as how far you pulled it inward. So that's the pendulum effect. In this universe, there's the hermetic principle of cause and effect, right? Every cause has its equal effect, and there's also the hermetic principle of polarity, which is good and bad, negative and positive. There's always the adverse of something. So in this universe, in this world that we live in, because we're all energy, everything is energy, having an attachment means you're pulling something closer to you than it's meant to be. And because of this effect in energy, there's going to be a negative side of it, a reverse momentum. So that thing that you get attached to is going to leave you pretty intensely if you are attached to it. And if you're not prepared for that to happen, then you may go through a lot of emotional turmoil. That's the gist of it. To make this video short, I can't go as in depth into the philosophy as I might want to, but from a little personal experience, I was madly in love, obsessed, and attached to a female that was once in my life, and it was like for years, literally over 2 years. I'm not ashamed of it. I don't regret anything. It's just an experience that I've definitely learned and grown from. Sometimes I'm in disbelief about it, but it taught me a lot about letting go and the art of letting go. It's super tough because in your head, in your mind, you feel like you know exactly how it's supposed to work out, and you really feel like the way that you picture it working out is the best way for everything, for everyone. But in reality, there's no reality, but in reality, you know what I'm saying. There is no perfect or ideal thing for everybody. Your ideal, the thing that you think is perfect, or the way that you want life to be, may not always be what the other person or other people want it to be, because everybody's living in their own individual, unique perspective of life, in their own universe, if you must. And yeah, everybody's the conscious creator of their own. So that's one thing that you can't control. Letting go is accepting that, accepting whatever comes as it comes, and releasing whatever goes as it goes. There's this saying that it's kind of rough, but it's like, if they're dumb enough to leave you, be smart enough to let them go. And that one hit me. It takes a lot of mental determination and willpower. It's not even really, it's smarts, yeah, like, you would think that, yeah, like, okay, you don't want me, I'm just gonna let you go. But then it goes deeper into that sense. We are humans, and we operate on an emotional level, you know? Human, that's what makes us so profound as a species of animal, right? Like, a species of mammal, right? We can communicate through our emotions. We can express through this energy dynamic that is, you know, it's not really tangible in the physical world. You can't give somebody an emotion in the shape of a box or something, you feel me? And that's what is pretty profound about being a human. So it's definitely not a bad thing, you know? Like, letting, like, being attached, it's not a bad thing. It can cause negative effects to your well-being. So, I mean, yeah, it can manifest as a bad thing depending on how you want to identify it as, but I personally believe everything is a learning experience, and everything is a chance for you to grow, decide what and how you want to perceive the world, and how you want to move forward, and who you want to be based on these experiences. You know, every experience is a good experience in my book. It's just the perceiver. It's up to you to process it in a way that will be beneficial for you, be positive for you. I can't do that for you. But yeah, so like I said, to just sum it up real quick, letting go is a super important thing that you should practice as often as possible. I personally believe in this value, and it's simply, I do not own anything. I am merely property of the universe. Because, you know, the universe was here way longer than I was ever here. I just jumped in for this super small moment in time, in space-time if you must. I haven't been around nearly as long as the Earth even, let alone the galaxy. I'm just a temporary thing, man. And all these possessions that I have, my guitar, my car, my recording equipment, my shirt, this chain, nothing is mine. I'm just borrowing it, you know, while I'm here. When I die and go back into the ground, I'm not taking any of this stuff with me. That's the kind of mindset that I live by. And it helps out a lot because you don't stress about having to protect things. You're not super conceited. You don't think about yourself anymore. Separate from the idea that in this world we own things, then you are free. You free your mind. You let go. And that is super crucial. It'll change your life. You could try it out. I'm just saying, this is something that, you know, take this advice as it resonates to you. Or take it with your own discretion. Yeah. Like I said, letting go. I don't own anything. I'm not attached. I try not to be attached. The only thing that I was really attached to was this one girl, and it was like the thought of her and the future, the idea of the future I had with her. Because our personalities were really, I'd like to say that they complemented each other. She would probably say something different. I thought we could be really good together, and I saw a future, man. Like, I saw kids, I saw wedding bells, I saw us saving the world together. Who knows what she saw? I haven't talked to her in years. I don't think I ever will. But at this point, like, I'm chilling, dude. Like, once you're free, like, now I realize I was holding on for all, like, that whole time. Like, I could have been investing my energy into this type of stuff, like this type of mind work, this type of inner consciousness expansion, you know? Like, I would have been at such, like, a higher level, but, I mean, I couldn't have been because this is what pushed me to this point, you know? everything happens for a reason. We're all going at our own paces. This video is getting really long, and I'm sorry, this one's definitely not going to be over under 5 minutes. But the next one will be for sure. I promise you. 99.9% sure, actually. Yeah. Phew.